For sure. All right. Good luck, guys. I'll watch that stream.
Alrighty.
All right, sounds good, bro. Talk to you later. We can move to streaming again if you want to. So that way no one else can.
I mean, I don't think anybody else is going to pop in. Anybody who would pop in to do anything would be like Chris. And he's probably asleep by now because it's 11:30 his time.
All good, all good.
And he'd have permission to be in there anyway, so.
Yeah. No, I need to get my settings readjusted in the future for that. My settings were all over the place.
Are you ready to go?
Yes.
Alright.
As soon as Ghost streams into Discord.
Yeah.
Alright. By the way, there's a lot of clippable moments from last D&D stream.
Yes. Yes, there were. Hello, Raiders.
Don't forget to update your game thing. Don't rage about it. Sheesh. Oh, I can change the game.
Yes, you can. You are... I believe you have... You at least have mod powers. Not... editor?
What's the name of this one?
Trails in the Sky the Third?
The third, thank you. Okay, I typed it and I'm like, it's the third, right? I'm right about that, right? Okay. And then title. Actually, I'll let you handle the title because you know what's gonna happen.
I actually don't own... I have not played the Sky's Third. I mean, I do. I know just because of the...
Alright, I changed the title. Yay!
Okay, that works.
I am a good mod. I do mod things.
D, are you ready?
I believe so. I actually got my walking around adulting things done. So.
Nice. Alrighty. How about you, right? Yes, Celtic. You do viewer things.
I'm a bad mod. I was adulting instead.
That's okay.
Look, it's not like you're Chris, where I gave him a heads up, you two. I gave him a heads up that I was going live, and he outed me to Celtic. 4. Never ever
Amazing.
shall I ever give him a heads up.
Who's this?
Xander, this is Dawn.
Hmm.
Oh, awkward.
Mm-hmm.
You showed up, huh?
Huh?
Oh. Dawn? Kyle? Even you guys are being used, huh?
Well, that's how
I
it looks. The whole situation is too much for my dumb brain to get a handle on, to be honest. I just know we gotta do what we gotta do.
What he said, I doubt there's any point in thinking too hard about it anyway. Better just get it over with so we can move on. Makes things easier for all parties involved, yeah? Good to see you hanging in there, Joshua. How's that whole trip been working out for you? Very well, thanks. Your delivery business company's been taking off too.
Well, we can't afford to be lazy when we got a debt to Her Majesty to repay. All the more reason you need to get everything squared away here and get back out to the real world. We can't do it without Josette.
Yeah, she's the one who handles all our accounts, you know. We were forced to make do without her. We'd flop within a month. That sounds about right.
We're ready to go on our side.
Thanks for being so cool about this.
Let's get this over with so these guys can move on.
Gotcha.
Got it.
Got it.
I got it! We're not gonna be holding back against you. That was worse.
So don't you even think about holding back on us.
Let's go.
I like how they were like, these guys will just beat us real quick and get a move on because that's what they do.
Now, 10,000 in a shot?
As clouds fall in the sky. That's that. Let's move out.
Yeah, I know, Celtic. Phew, you guys are beasts.
And I'm happier for that. Well, goes without saying, but we're just the warm-up acts here. We've got some real monsters waiting for you ahead, so watch your backs.
Oh, and while we'll disappear for now, it seems like we'll be able to remain in this world for a little longer. Should be able to help you out some too. Don't be afraid to call on us if you need us. They might not be the real Don and Kyle, but they're just like them.
You know, those two always were too nice for their own good. Still, at least Josette should be able to rest easier now.
Yeah. Either way, we should be able to access the forecastle area of the ship now. Let's head there next. At it! Alright, first go back to here. Get my CP boost. Whee! Wait. That's not what I want. Yeah. We don't care. I didn't want to walk into that stupid circle. Aha. Hey, nice to see you again. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Where's my loot? Who took it all? Oh,
Probably me.
I can't think of anything to say.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, that's accurate.
What? You
Hey.
have too many!
By the way, where did you find the key to open me? This is one thing I want to know at this time. Is Olivier being an idiot again?
Probably. The answer is probably.
Usually.
That's a fair assumption. I have the vocal cords and I must scream. There's another chest on the side.
So it would just be mouth agape and no sound.
My brethren warned me of your arrival. You are the one who checks all chests Let's try that again. You are the one who checks all chests twice. Yes? That was a tongue twister. At least buy me dinner first. Have I ever told you the definition of insanity? Yes, it's doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Nope, that was the thing. Oh well. Yeah, that's not fair to get a few turns.
Mama, that was easy.
Ha. The dust in this chest is centuries old. You feel a very historical sneeze coming on. Inside the chest was absolutely nothing. Nothing after nothing came bursting out. But the real treasure is knowledge. I'm not looking forward to this fight. I know whose it is, and I'm not looking forward to this. Xander, do you still have Walter's voice settings?
Oh, Walters. Yes, I believe I do. Let me see which one was. Walter was the super deep one.
This one?
Yeah, sounds right.
Yep, that's it.
Yep, that's. Allow me to congratulate you on making it here.
It's the trio.
Oh, no.
Quite a surprise to reunite with you in all this way. Let me tell you, fate is a splendidly peculiar thing, is it not?
You sure know how to make a guy crack a smile. You came all this way just to give little old me a fight.
Circumstances as they are, it is good to see you again.
I figured you'd be the ones waiting for us.
Do we have any cards left we can whip out to avoid this? 3 Ouroboros members at once isn't what I'd call a fair fight, or even a winnable one.
Tut tut, surely you jest, Stelbright.
You've grown wonderfully since our first encounter, and I'm sure you know as much better than anyone.
I'm actually looking forward to fighting you again, dearly. But don't let me down now.
Wow, way to put the pressure on you guys.
There's no way we're walking away from this one. Oh, no point in saying this, but take it easy on us, okay?
As if you, of all people, meet us going easy. Your game was up a long time ago, con man.
I'd heard many a rumor regarding the church's heretic hunter in the past, but I feared such rumors were almost downplayed after learning he had the strength to slay the faithless alone.
You certainly did a flawless job of deceiving us. I don't believe we have any interest in avenging his death.
But it is only right for us to repay our debts, and we certainly owe you one for swindling us.
So come on. Time for you to show your true colors and stop playing around.
Well, if that's really what you want. Wasn't any point in holding back against you freaks anyway.
I'm in danger.
You got your wish. I hereby acknowledge you as heretics. The hunt begin.
Kevin?
Aha, that's it. That's exactly what I wanted. You look every bit the monster I'd hoped you were, just like us.
Don't you even think of holding back a little, kiddo. Not unless you want to end up splattered on the ground.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it at this point. By the time I walked through that door, my resolve was set. If I can't win here, I won't be fit to face him. So I'm going to come at you with all I've got. There's no way in hell I'd lose.
Joshua? My. We have a spectacular performance in store for us, don't we?
You're telling me. I'm fired up just thinking about it.
Then may the curtain rise. Let us begin a carnival for the ages. Illusory and infinite, spectacular and without end.
Interesting.
I'm doing this for a reason.
As clouds fall and sun gets.
Because he goes to do his S-crash right off the bat. And I just guarded against it.
Nice.
Oh, she goes to do her S-craft, but it's not as damaging as Walter's. You made Small Richard. Small Richard still does 2,000 damage.
Small.
Oh, snap. Thank you for the raid, Neo Matter. Welcome, peoples. How's it going?
Oh, people!
Ow. Hey, thank you.
As clouds fall and sun gets.
Is that good? Nah, not quite. Down. Oh, yeah. Okay. Whew. Nice to meet you too. Just in time for voice acting stuffs.
Nice to meet you guys.
Oh, I had a lovely time personally. I almost wish it could have lasted a little longer. You're messing with me, right?
Come on. I think we're fine with stopping here. Seriously. Regardless, you have defeated us, and with that claimed the right to challenge the Fourth Guardian.
The first to be chosen by the Lord of Phantasma, and the last that you shall face. Defeating him will be no easy task.
So the game freezes when I click out of it. I was trying to write that shout out, and so it froze. And when it freezes, it doesn't have audio, it doesn't animation, nothing. So that's it. Well, we didn't leave. It was just a freeze because I was trying to type.
But hey, you managed to give the three of us a real workout. Don't go screwing up now. I'm gonna kill you.
Of course, gotta shout out Raider. We won't. I'd rather avoid death at your fists, so count on it. It appears our time is up.
For now, I bid you all farewell.
Later.
How is Legend of Nayuta?
Oh!
It's another warp circle. Right. Thanks, Father, for the raid too. All the raiders, welcome everybody. All the raids are happening tonight.
All the raid things.
All the raid things. Meh, 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 meh.
Wait, you can't think of the words. Meh, 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 meh. Oh. We also sing a lot here, so welcome, whatever this is.
Give us some time. We'll make a whole song out of it about raids.
You give us long enough, we will.
Turn the lights up. Carry me home.
Na 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 na.
We have fun here.
Whew. It's so hot in here now.
Did your singing increase your room temperature?
That was me laughing.
I didn't know that song was, that kind of song for you.
I was like, with the hydrate.
I do think
You know,
he is a little
like
thirsty
legit
right
though,
now.
it's got to be like 75 in my room right now. It's so hot.
Drink it, bestie boy.
I'm drinking something.
Thirsty boy.
Ugh. But I'm not even kidding though. It's so hot in my office. I need to get another window fan.
I just want to say, between me and Joey, how many spit takes have you done in the past 3 days? 4 days?
How many did I do in D&D alone?
By the way, Xander.
Neo, if you're still there, how have you ever played the other Legends games, like the Trails games?
The
or is Legend of Nayuta the first
Monty
of their?
Python and the
I mean, it's
Quest
not
for
really
Holy
tied
Grail.
to the series, but
Yes.
it's kind of in the same vein.
It's the beast. Where's it behind the rabbit? It is the rabbit.
We need the holy hand grenade.
Quick, the holy hand grenade of
Hallelujah.
Antioch. What the man at?
Oh my gosh.
Right. On the other side of the circle awaits this area's final battle. You sure you're ready for this? Gosh, I forgot to read the last word of that line. You sure you're ready for this, Joshua?
Is that a Twitchy or is that just you?
No, that was just me failing to read a line. As ready as I'll ever be. Don't hold back for my sake. We can step inside as soon as you guys want.
Who's Nayuta?
So Legend of Nayuta is another game. It's in the same vein of Legend of Heroes. I have not played it. It just released in the West like last month or this month. It just released in the US. It's been out in Japan for a while. Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I'm not 100% sure if it is canon or not. A lot of people who play it think it is. But I don't know that for a fact or not. But it's literally called Legend of Nayuta Boundless Trails. But I have no idea for sure. Let's see. There's it says it is part of the Trails series itself, part of the larger Legend of Heroes series. So I don't know for sure if it is or not. At some point in time, I will play it, but I don't know for sure if it is or not. Not to mind that it's not canon until it is, but man, this is... I mean, I would assume, since it's part of the Legend of Heroes and Trails, that it is probably, even if it's not canon, it may be like alternate universe or side story kind of thing. So it's possible.
Stairs. Oh no.
So I've not played through Sky the Third. I played through Sky first and second. I skipped the third. I did not get to play through the Crossbow duology.
Where are we?
But then I played through all of the Cold Steel games, and I'm currently playing through Reverie as well. So I've played through all these. My friends have never played through them. It's our first time doing it, and we're doing it by voice acting it all, which has been a lot of fun.
Estelle.
Oh, they've been enjoying them a lot. I love the Legend of Heroes series. In fact, I've already pre-ordered the next one for next summer, because it's gonna be awesome. I have the collector's editions of 3, 4, Reverie, and both of the Crossbow games. I love the Trail series. Looks like our friends prepped an arena to have our hunt battle in. And it seems that way. I can sense someone waiting for us right at the top of the staircase. Someone really powerful. Let's go. But first, we're gonna go back here. Oh, I can't! No, it won't let me. Can I warp back and then go? Does that work? Can I cheat the system? I can. Yeah.
Gonna cheese the boss battle.
Yes, so we're also playing this. I have gone in and maxed out every character and oh, I can't do it. Every character and every item. They have the max things because I just wanted to play through for the story for my friends. Once we get through the up to date to the current. Pardon me.
Phew!
Once we get up to the current games, we will start playing through them as normal, or we actually do the grinding and things like that. But until we catch up with the series, I didn't want to be spending 70 hours per game trying to catch up to a series because we would never catch up in any reasonable amount of time at the rate we go. So I wanted to be able to give us a chance to be able to catch up. And so we're playing with max level up until we get to Cold Steel 4, and then we'll play 4 and Reverie. Or at least at least Reverie, maybe 4 as well as normal. As long as the next one is not out by then. Yeah, up we go. Welcome, orphan of a lost village. Greetings also to you, one who seeks atonement for his past transgressions, a stigma forever at his back. Sorry for the wait. Congratulations on moving your pieces this far across the game board. Should you defeat me, the final guardian at the end of this plane will finally be in sight. Of course, that is a very big if. Can I ask you one thing before we begin? Oh. Why? Why'd you wear that mask and hide your face from us? What a foolish question. Because that is the will of my lord. What other reason could there possibly be? The real one. Your reason for being here is that the Lord of Phantasma wanted you to be. I don't doubt that. You hiding your face from us isn't their will at all. Enough with the lies. Joshua.
Joshua.
You all knew, huh? Sorry. My own inability to face reality has only made things harder for everyone. Hey, don't try and shoulder all the blame for this yourself. Like we all had our doubts. I know I did.
Yeah, Kevin's right.
You seem to think you've worked something out, but I haven't got the faintest idea as to what. If you're so sure you're right, why not go ahead and say it? That is, if you feel you honestly have the resolve to do so. Have a good night, Celtic. I won't. You won't. I state the obvious when I'll see for myself after cracking that mask to bits anyway. Matters most right now is that we can't defeat you. But it is that if we can't defeat you, there's no future for any of us. So right now, I'm just going to leave you who you really are out of the equation. I can't read tonight. Not because I'm afraid to face up to the truth, or because I don't know what to do in the face of it. But because I must, and will, defeat you and overcome this trial before me. You're a hell of a stand-up guy, Joshua.
I'm so proud of you. Heck yeah, I'm in.
It's time to pay you back for your role in the coup d'etat. I don't think that was all it took to get your fighting spirit back. Very well then, do as you will. Defeat me and break this mask.
Wait, that's unfair. He has a Digimon.
Black Dragon. Here we go.
We didn't bring
My-
our own Digimon to combat it.
My name is Schwarzritter, rider of the Black Dragon and guardian of the Abyss. In accordance to my pact with the Lord of Phantasma, I shall act as your next trial. Let the battle begin. Right. You got it.
I mean, we should at least bring a mecha like Ren, you know?
We could have brought Potter Daughter. We could have brought Reese's extra Digimon person.
Ow.
Okay.
Ow. You suck, right as I do in S-Craft. Oh, frick. Look at this. 79,990 health. That has 29,000. This thing has 60,000. Stop splitting yourself. I'm just gonna keep hitting you. That's what I was hoping. Oh dear. I'm gonna give you one of these. Okay, not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Still hurt, but not as bad as I was afraid of.
I hold in my hand the chalice of the right.
Hey, look at that. You know, I could do this strategically. But nah. Just beat the thing to death.
Just slap it.
Congratulations. You did as you said you would. You broke my mask. You're right then. It really is you. I never thought I'd be so lucky to see you again. Not that I can imagine this reunion has much meaning for you at this point. You have no idea. I was scared, I think. Might have been given the chance to meet you again, but I knew from the start it was going to be short-lived. I knew I'd have to go through the pain of losing you a second time, so I tried to pretend that I had no idea who you were to avoid it. That's why you ended up with that mask. It was my own weakness and inability to face up to the truth. Right? Precisely that. I was summoned within this world to act as the final, strongest guardian. That much you already know. It was the Lord of Phantasma who called me. They weren't the one who decided I should wear this thing. That was likely all of you. This world changes as a result of one's thoughts and desires. It's not at all impossible for that to be the case. I thought so. Now, thanks to your efforts, my job here is finally done. To tell you the truth, with that Dragon to support me, I didn't actually expect you to win. I barely did. Everyone here by my side at that. Well, working with others to achieve a goal isn't a sign of weakness. You've become a lot stronger too, Estelbright. I'm impressed. You still got some way to go before you can equal your father, though.
No doubt. I won't get there by rushing things. Just gotta keep at it one step at a time. And as long as I have Joshua, I'm sure I'll get there eventually.
Estelle. I hope you will. me take this chance to thank you for all you've done for Ren, too. I have to admit, I was a little concerned about how she would fare without me, but I see I had no reason to worry on that front.
Oh,
I can't imagine achieving what you want to will be an easy task. But I believe that the two of you can do it if you put your minds to it. Thanks.
we won't let you down.
I can't say I ever expected to have the chance to meet you again either, Colonel Richard. Fate truly is a funny thing. I quite agree, Second Lieutenant. Still, I'm happy to have been able to come and fight you. If nothing else, at least I now finally know what you're truly capable of, and not just when you're holding back. I hope you want to walk away disappointed. I certainly wasn't disappointed with your skills. You learned from the Divine Blade as well. So, Kevin Graham, you finally have complete confidence in your theory? Yep, every last shred of doubt in my mind is gone. I'll make sure everyone you care about gets home safe and sound. You can count on it, Luve. In that case, count on you I shall. I think this goes without saying, but the Lord of Phantasma is no ordinary foe. This won't be easy for you, but don't mistake what you need to do. Thanks. I'll take the warning to heart. I guess this is it, huh? I'm afraid so. I can finally return to where I belong. Yeah. I delivered your sword to Karen, by the way. Thank you. Don't worry about us. We'll be resting in peace together. Well, Joshua. Yeah. Goodbye, Luve.
I saw that shadow next to him.
Joshua,
I'm fine. This was always how this was going to end. Besides, the last time I lost him, all I did was act like a child who couldn't let go and worry him in his final moments. This time, I was actually able to properly say goodbye.
I'm really glad.
Well, I've done what I needed to do now. I'll leave everything to you now, Kevin. No problem. Now we defeated the final Guardian, that path along the scenic route should be open. Let's head on over. One leading to the Royal Villa, right? Got it. This is one of my favorite themes.
Stairs.
Just that bum 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 bum. Such a pretty theme. Hey, where did the warp circle go? What? Well, that's foreboding. Actually, thinking about it, it's possible it was this door that was here first, and the warp appeared later and took its place. That would make sense. All in one, and one is all. All begins with one, and in the end it returns to one. Only when you have released all the other doors shall this one open. This is the one that you have to go through every single other door in order to get to open.
We got some work to do.
Challenge accepted.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are missing Star Door 11 and Sun Door 5. So we'll need to figure out where those two are. And then we can begin to go. We know that one. Let's see. So that one we need.
We've done a few of these, yeah.
Okay, so this one, I believe, yeah. So we've done a couple of these. Guardian of the Royal Family and Blade the Service of Imperial House. We've done.
Mm-hmm.
That's 100 battles. We've done that. Boy with Amber Eyes and Princess with Indomitable Will. We did that.
We did that one.
Man Who Talks with His Fists. We did that one.
Mm,
That was Zen's, didn't we?
no, we did not do that one yet.
Girl Who Entrusts Her Feelings to Her Blade. That was Annalise. I don't know if we did that one. Two Spaces Evolved. Man can only think. Only we've given it 20 foods to memory. That's going to be the hardest one because we have to figure out where the food is in order to get 20 different kinds.
You buy the food from the tree.
Possible. All my staff fled to claim, however, you must first recover trial. I believe we did that one. Faithful Minstrel and his closest ally, we have not. Mirror comes, mirror goes. Sometimes we lost. This was 50,000 Mira. Girl Who Plays with a Giant Doll. We did this one because this is the one that gave her Potter Water.
Yes, we did.
12, Bring to Me the Repenting Patriot. That's Richard, we have not done. Those are struggle canceled out upon finishing the 400th battle. Will this door be open? And then this is the one that only once you've opened all of them. Sun Doors. Girl in a Band, that's Josette, we haven't done. Girl Who Loves the Fish, that's Estelle, we haven't done. Fist of Steel,
It's not
with
Estelle,
nothing
she
in
doesn't
this
like
world. Yeah. Only the cards. Yeah, so we haven't done any of the Sun Doors. So, before we finish the game, I mean, we have to even unlock Star Door 15 in order to even be able to do 14. So, it will be a little bit still. To even get to stuff. So, Hermit Garden. How many recipes do we even have? I don't even know.
Probably like 4.
You're not wrong. One, two, three, four, five, 6.
That was close.
Yep. Yep. So this will let us buy the ingredients, but doesn't let us buy the food. We have to find where all the food is. What? I don't know what. Oh. Oh, that's where they are. Yeah, so that'll let us buy the ingredients to make the food, but we have to actually find all of the food. Ugh. Oh, it's not recharged. No.
Mama, that was eat.
Nope, that just goes to a statue.
Adequate.
See, now the problem is finding where the heck this thing is located. So I've got to go back here, look at my map of the area so I can actually find. Nope. Rotate the camera. Come down here. There we go.
Missed?
Well, once again, there's some fun times up ahead. I'm telling you what it could be, but we'll have to walk through here eventually. Take a deep breath and step inside, I guess. What? How did we end up back here? Looks like there's some kind of condition for advancing into the next area in this case too. I think we might actually need to have Reese with us.
Reese?
How come her? Did you figure something out? If my other theory is right, and I think it is, it's a fairly self-deduction to make. Still, the safest way to be sure is to give this a whirl. Let's get Reese and have her come with us. Man, I just found this place too. Now I can get Reese. Alright, who we trading Reese out for?
Piece of cake.
Alright, who's our party gonna be? So we have to have a Reese.
I am ready.
Who's our other two? Well, I guess one we know has to be Ren. So who's our last party member?
Why does it have to be Ren?
Star Door 15.
Is that where we're going?
Well, that's if we get to that. Actually, no, we don't need her yet. That's not till the next chapter. That's not till the finale chapter. It's not in this chapter, so we don't actually need her for this turn.
Let's give Olivier some time.
Okay.
Please.
And who else?
I want Shara.
Shara?
I want Shara.
Why don't you put Shara?
This ought to perk you up.
I like my voice for her better than the voice actresses.
Wow. I see how it is.
I just like my rendition of her voice.
Hey, that's a fun reference to something that you'll find out in the next game.
Bless you.
Thank you. Ugh.
Where?
I knew it.
Where are we now? This doesn't look like Herb Royal Villa.
Oh, you're right. Wait, isn't that the church's emblem?
Kevin?
Welcome to Astor House, place where Reese, Rufina, and I grew up together. The distant flames.
This is only a copy of Astor House, yes? But it looks so...
Yeah, I can barely bring myself to accept it's not the real thing. Everything from the feel of the earth underneath to the smells in the air are just like the real thing.
Yeah.
This is where the two of you grew up. Judging by the emblem at the entrance, I take it this is a facility operated by the Septian Church.
That's right. It's what's called a gospel facility. Think of them as a cross between an orphanage and a monastery.
I see. Then, you're an orphan too?
Well, no reason to dance around it, so yep, I'm an orphan. I came to be here as a story best saved for another day. Feels weird being back here again, though. It's been about 5 years.
5 very long years.
Well, anyway, we're bound to find some kind of clue as to how to get to the 7th plane somewhere in here. Guys up for having a look around the area with me?
Yeah, let's go.
What's this room?
This is the living room where we used to have all of our meals.
Don't make the mistake of thinking it was a warm place like Mercia Orphanage. Matron here was a stubborn old sister who was as strict as could be. Every mealtime we had to pray so much that our stomachs had given up on actually getting fed by the end of it. We got yelled at for the tiniest thing. That sounds like it must have been a rather unpleasant upbringing.
That sounds like what you'd expect from a church-run orphanage, though, I suppose.
You deserved it all, in my opinion. You never did as you were told and caused her nothing but grief.
Eh. Okay, I'll admit that's probably accurate, but still. You can probably guess, this right here is the kitchen. This is where the older children of the facility did the cooking. It's also Reese's favorite place to sneak into whenever she had a hankering for some food.
Kevin,
Reese used to sneak into the kitchen when she was younger, did she? Now that's a mental image like no other.
I feel we're kindred spirits all of a sudden. I used to get in trouble with Lucy for borrowing the troop leader's liquor and drinking it, too.
What was that?
please don't take everything he says at face value.
Well, anyway. This was always Rafina's turf back when she was still here. She was always out here around mealtime, making food for me, Reese, and the other kids. As she left, Reese and I took over her position.
That brings back memories. Of course, then you left too, leaving me to handle it all alone. The mere thought aggravates me. In fact, I think you should whip up something right now to make up for your selfishness.
Yes, ma'am. Make you something. Later.
The only thing less reliable than a promise with later attached to the end is one said by you. I'm not going to get my hopes up.
Man, no faith in me, huh?
Oh boy.
This was the matron's room. No one's here now, though.
Yeah. By the way, Reese, how is the matron these days?
She's fine. Her injuries weren't lasting. She hasn't had the energy she used to ever since retiring, unfortunately. She really wanted to see you again, Kevin.
You did, huh? This here's the kids' bedroom. I slept here back when I first taken in before graduating to the boys' bedroom.
You never really did mix well with the other children. Rufina had such a hard time trying to get you to make friends with them. It was a real ordeal for her, you know.
Yeah, I know. I was like a little hedgehog who didn't want to let anyone get near the back then. I feel sorry for everyone who had to put up with me. I'm still amazed you even bothered trying to be friendly.
Well, I knew you were only playing tough. Like that time with Rufina and the chocolate?
Stop! We're not hearing that story here.
I wonder what happened.
Well, he certainly knows how to pique my curiosity.
Choosing Olivier was a good choice for this.
Yes, Olivia was a good choice for this.
This is the boys' bedroom, where I slept until I was about 10 years old. Technically, the boys and girls weren't supposed to enter one another's bedrooms. Never stopped Reese here from doing it all the time, though.
What he neglects to mention is that it was his fault I did so. What else was I supposed to do when he slept in every morning when he's on cleaning duty?
But you could have just knocked on the door until I got up.
But then I disturbed the other boys who were sleeping, which would have been unfair. They weren't the ones shirking their duties. It was 100% your fault.
Fine, fine. Whatever you say. This here's the girls' bedroom. Place where Rafina spent her nights. Same for you eventually too, Reese.
I even used to sleep with her from time to time. Her bed was always cozy and smelled really nice. It was much nicer than sleeping in my own. After she left here, her bed became mine. I bet you were jealous.
You bet. I was at the time, I'll admit.
Oh, I thought you'd be a bit more flustered than that. I shouldn't have bothered saying anything.
Give me a break.
Breaking off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Except for you just bite into them, you heathen.
Yup. I'll do it on camera.
Oh, man.
Empty well. Used to get our drinking water out of here. We had no fancy orbital pumps either. We did it all using good old-fashioned bucket with string attached. It was a nightmare.
Tell me about it. We would go out on winter mornings and come back with our hands numb and red raw. That was a weird way of saying that. Okay. But looking back on the whole experience now, it was fun in its own way.
Yeah, I guess it was. Figures.
Is it locked?
Yeah. Well, whatever. We can keep poking around. How does this door open?
This is a side entrance that only opens from the inside. We can't get in from the outside.
Yeah, if we want to get into the chapel, we're gonna have to go through the front. What? Wait. That was weird.
There was no sign of anything in there. Our last hope seems to be the chapel.
So it seems.
What is it, Kevin?
Iris, you were the one responsible for cleaning the chapel that day, right?
What day?
On Astor House's final day? When Rafina died?
What?
That's what I was told when I went to visit the matron afterward, at least. Well, were you?
Yeah. I was. Why?
I thought so. Pick your pockets, Reese. Pretty sure the chapel's key's in one of them.
Huh? It can't be.
That's quite the surprise.
This is a surprise. I suppose this is just another manifestation of this world's ability to make thoughts into reality. Honestly, I wasn't entirely sure you'd find it in there. But in all the other areas of this plane, there was always a reason to take the person we needed with us. This just goes to show that you really were meant to come here, Reese.
But... No. As disbelieving as I am, this is definitely the chapel's key. I suppose all we can do right now is try to go inside.
Yeah. Before we go in here, Reese, there's something I should warn you about. Once you step through that door, there'll be no turning back. You're gonna find out the truth about what happened that day. All of it. And you won't like it. You sure you're ready for what you're about to find?
I'm more than ready. All these years, I've never quite been able to accept what happened there. The life I thought I knew just suddenly came to an end, with us all getting moved to other places, and I still don't even know why. I even tried to come back here just before beginning my training to become a squire, but it had already been demolished. I've been ready for a long time. I want to know the truth. And more than anything, I feel like knowing will let me get closer to you and Rafina.
Okay. Let's head on in then.
Right.
Kevin, I can't deny my overwhelming sense of curiosity, but would it be best if the rest of us were to wait outside? No, actually I'd prefer if you came in with me. Relevant to you guys too, in a sense.
That was an ominous door closing.
It all started 5 years ago. Jaeger Corps someone had hired took this place over out of nowhere. By the way, how much do you remember of that day, Reese? Just so I know.
I just remember a group of men in black forcing their way through the gate and charging in here. They tied everyone up, took the matron up to the second floor, and then...
Next thing you knew, you were in a bed in the hospital in town, right? After which, you found out that Rafina and I had come to rescue everyone, and that she had died in the process. That about right?
Mm-hmm. Just what happened, Kevin? All I've heard is that it was the work of someone who opposed the church. But I haven't had a chance to meet you since then, much less ask you about it. I tried asking Instructor Selnut, but she wouldn't say a word.
That doesn't surprise me. Ralph Commander can't admit this orphanage was being used as a smokescreen for an artifact that needed sealing away.
It what?
Here we go. A secret passage.
All the coolest churches and secret passages, just saying.
Truly.
But wait! If there was an artifact here, you don't mean...
Yep. Below here is a primal ground used to seal artifacts away. Just like the one under Gransell Cathedral.
More stairs.
Never-ending staircases.
No.
I'm sure you remember. The day it all happened, Rafina and I were due to come back here for the first time in a while. We were both coming from distant places we'd been sent, so we wanted to meet up in town and come the rest of the way here together. Then her train got delayed, leaving me in town to wait for her alone. That was when I got word of what happened. All I could think was that you and the other kids were in danger, so I decided to try and take out the Jaegers here alone. They weren't all that experienced, so fighting them wasn't even hard for a squire like me. Before long, I was able to disable them all and free the matron and the other kids. Or so I thought. You were nowhere to be seen. I asked the other kids where you were. They told me one of the Jaegers had taken you somewhere else and that you were unconscious. I looked frantically all over trying to find you before eventually stumbling across this place. As for how... Remember how you didn't have your ribbon in your hair when you woke up, Reese?
I do. What does that have to do with anything?
I found that ribbon in front of the secret passage we just gone through. And there were new footprints near too. Made it really easy to find the entrance.
Oh.
Anyway, getting in here, I made my way down to the staircase in pursuit of the Jaeger that had taken you. Hey Reese, remember what it was like back when you first met me?
Yeah. I was still young at the time, but it's as fresh as if it were only yesterday. You looked like you'd been swallowed by blackness, like there wasn't a single thread of hope bound to you. It was scary. I kept wondering what must have happened to you. What you must have seen to make you end up that way.
What must have happened to me, huh? Fina seemed like she knew. Before I met you, I'd killed my mom. Maybe killed isn't the right expression. It's not like I directly did it. Still let her die, though. I've still got a responsibility for what happened. Growing up, it was basically me and my mom, for the most part. My father showed his face from time to time, but not that much. From what I understand, he had another family elsewhere. Even without him, she did her best to look after me on her own. I loved her dearly. Kids in the neighborhood used to make fun of me for how I talked, which I got from her, but I just beat him up most of the time. She was always kind, she loved cooking, and yeah, I thought the world of her. When I was 7, my father, who had all the money in the world, chose to abandon her. At the best of times, she was always a frail person, and after that, she grew more and more despondent. Her health suffered. I tried everything a kid could do to cheer her up, but nothing I did worked. During one winter's day, when she must have finally had enough, she came over while I was sleeping and tried to strangle me. So sorry I finished your mother, but I'm so tired. I'm so tired. At least this way... Excuse me. At least this way, the two of us can.
What now?
I guess she figured that if we were both going to suffer, we might as well take the easy way out as a family. But I wouldn't let her take me with her. Before I knew what I was doing, I'd pushed her aside and ran barefoot out into the snow. I wandered around for a while after that. I couldn't understand what had happened or what she was trying to do. Eventually, I could feel myself getting hungry, and I thought that maybe she'd be able to clear her head. Made my way back home, nervous as could be, and... Sorry for making you listen to all this. Still, I think that's probably what happened. When my stigma was carved inside me.
What?
What a strange place.
Who would have thought a place like this existed under an orphanage? This is where I finally caught up to the Jaeger who had you with him. Probably didn't think anyone was going to come after him. The second he saw me, he panicked, and putting his gun down, he ran over to this pedestal right in front of us. On it was an artifact that required sealing away I mentioned earlier, the Spear of Loa.
What's the Spear of Loa?
A malignant spear that transformed the body of its wielder into that of a monster. It's hard to believe something like that could be a gift from the goddess, right? In any case, the corner jigger grabbed it and used it. I didn't stand a chance. Much as I tried, I wasn't a match for the inhuman monster before me. He knocked me to the ground and then went to raise the spear against the still unconscious you. That's all it took. My Sigma drew all of the spear's power from it into itself, and blasted it, magnified countless times over, into the Jaeger's body. The result wasn't even a battle. Our precious home became a slaughterhouse. By the end, he wasn't even recognizable, just thousands of lumps of flesh strewn all over the floor. After defeating him, my stigma's power was still coursing through my body. I'd never experienced anything like that before. I lost complete control of myself. At this point, Rafina arrived, and she seemed to understand exactly what had happened. Using her bogo and template sword, she was able to separate me from you and prevent me from doing you any harm. And then... when I returned to my senses, I was in her arms, dumbfounded. Her body was full of holes all over, but she hugged me as tightly as she could. That's when she drew her last breath.
No.
There it is, the truth you wanted. It wasn't that I couldn't save Rafina. I was the one who killed her. With my own hands, right in front of you.
But you didn't.
Didn't want to? Maybe not, but that's just an excuse. If I'd been able to control my stigma's power instead of letting it consume me and fill me with bloodlust, it wouldn't have happened. If I wasn't so weak, she'd still be alive today. That's not all either. Looking at her standing before me at that moment, she reminded me of my mother. Reminded me of Mom when she came to strangle me. Suddenly this feeling of betrayal welled up inside me, this desire for revenge. I filled her full of spears. I loved them both. I wanted to protect them both. What did I do? I killed them both. Me.
Why did you...
Why did I what?
Why didn't you tell me this before? 5 years apart, and this is the first time you're telling me this?
Sorry. I know I should have done it earlier. Now I have, and I'm ready for the consequences. So, go on. If you want to adventure, do it. If anything, it'd make me happy if you did.
You're so stupid!
What are you...
You think I want to avenge her? That's not why I'm angry at all. Why have you shouldered a burden that great all this time on your own? We're family, Kevin. Why didn't you ever talk to me? Why didn't you ever let me hug you? Why didn't you let me do anything to help you?
Reese.
I finally understand. I always thought you were hunting down heretics as some kind of atonement for letting Rafina die. But that's not it at all, is it?
Come on, Reese.
I finally understand. You don't want to atone for anything. You don't want to get rid of your sense of guilt at all. You...
I swear this cutscene is almost over. Xander, this is our Lord of Phantasma.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. He wants to be punished for what he did.
I was drinking beer game. Okay. Oh.
The Lord of Phantasma.
So you finally show yourself.
You have my congratulations on making it this far. Beyond here lies the seventh plane. The place of my birth.
and the foundation of all planes hereafter.
Thought so. And judging by how I have to go through here to get there, I was right, wasn't I?
Right about what?
Allow me to ask you once again. So, Kevin Graham, do you really want to see the face underneath this mask?
Damn right I do. Time to take that creepy mask thing off and show us who you really are. Rafina Argent.
Twist.
With pleasure.
Rufina?
I've missed you dearly, Reese. And as for you, Kevin, I'm impressed you were able to work out my real identity.
Wasn't hard. I had a feeling from the start. The answer was right in front of my face the whole time, and your every taunt should have made me that much more sure. The reason I couldn't be up until now was because I didn't want to accept the truth.
Quite. You always were a weakling. You can imagine how surprised I was when you were able to defeat my strongest knight.
Talking about the Blade Lord? What connection does it even have to you anyway?
I met him through my work, about 6 years ago. We were enemies at the time, but we managed to reach a compromise of sorts. And he felt he owed me a debt for as much.
Alright, you ended up summoning him in order to have him repay it? It's a crafty move, but that's not so out of character for you.
Flattery won't get you anywhere with me. Still, now that you've made it this far, I assume you understand what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, and I'm ready. Take me away.
Well, wait. What are you two talking about?
I would have thought you worked the answer to that already, Reese. Do you recall what I said before? Kevin wants to be punished.
Then you...
I was born here in order to give him the punishment he strives for with his every breath. It was to that end that I recreated Phantasma into its current form and welcomed all of you here. All of this was a result of Kevin's desires. He wanted this to happen.
You're lying.
Sorry, she isn't. Couldn't tell you why it all actually happened. What she says is true.
No.
Seventh plane is likely somewhere made for the express purpose of punishing me over and over. A fitting hell for someone who let his own mother die and killed Rafina to suffer and rot. Once I'm dropped down there, this will all be over.
You can't be serious.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. I think that might be a little hasty of a conclusion, don't you? Reese?
What do you think you're doing, Reese? That's not a very nice thing to do to your sister.
Shut up. You're not my sister. My sister would never do something like this. Never.
Reese?
You promised me, Kevin. You promised me that you'd never do anything that would make Rafina sad. So what do you think you're doing? How can you believe sacrificing yourself for everyone will make her happy?
Reese, stop.
are you to say it wouldn't? I might not be the real Rufina, but I'm a very close copy of her. If Kevin wants to be punished, why wouldn't I want to give him his wish?
Because that's not how Rufina was at all. She'd never indulged something like that, not in 1,000 years. Think back to when you first met us, Kevin. You'd given up on the world like you just wanted to disappear. But did she let you do that? No. She forced chocolate down your throat and dragged you right back into the real world, even when you didn't want to. Whether you liked it or not.
She... I...
Well, this is a surprise. You've grown a lot more than I was expecting if you're able to talk back to me.
Stop talking to me as if you're my sister. You are not, and I won't stand for you defiling her any further.
Well, if that's how you want to do things, perhaps I should invite you in Kevin's place.
Me?
No.
The rest of you can stand by and watch.
Yeah. What?
I can't move.
Reese! Stop this, Rufina. She's got nothing to do with any of this.
Oh, but she has. Consider this another part of your punishment. After all, if she suffers for all eternity in your place, that's going to make your suffering all the more potent, isn't it?
Please.
Go ahead and do your worst.
Oh?
Reese?
Drop me wherever you like. I'll live. I'm never going to let Kevin be alone again. I will come back to him.
Fighting words, my sweet sister. We shall see whether you can make good on them. Kevin?
Ah!
Yeet.
Yeet!
Super Kevin?
Superman.
That's what I was just... Superman. Hey. Hey, Reese. Up.
Kevin?
You okay? Feeling any pain?
No, I'm okay, I think. But why are you... I fell through that crack alone. So why are you...
You big dummy. Click. Click. It's the button.
The noise just of it hitting the head.
We need that as a sound bite for D&D. We need that for D&D.
That is the bonk sound right there. That is definitely the bonk sound right there. Just...
Oh, yeah.
Me?
What were you thinking with all that taunting? Go ahead and do your worst. Drop me wherever you like, I'll live. Just how do you know you'll live? Alright, you don't.
But
You're a squire, aren't you? I feel like you with no experience of proper judgment has no business making calls that put her own safety at risk. You can't promise me to never do that again, then you and I both know you're not cut out to be part of the Gralsritter. That's probably what I should be saying anyway. It'd be real rich coming from me, huh? So I'll let you off with that little bop there.
huh?
Look around us. This is it. The 7th plane.
Wow.
Gehenna. Which is their version of hell.
Gehenna.
Yep, it's just like the testaments brought to life. I'm the one responsible for bringing it all.
Oh.
Thank you, Xander. After all, if there's one place that's possible, it's Phantasma. I don't know how Orphina came back, but she did. With both memories and personality intact. Now I have the good fortune of being punished by one of the very people I wronged. Really couldn't think of a more fitting punishment for a bastard like me. Everything she said was dead on. More than anything, I wanted to be punished. I figured that by accepting that punishment, all of this would be done, and everyone else would go back to their lives. I thought I could be just like her, sacrificing my own life so everyone else could be saved. But that wouldn't make me like her at all, would it?
No. She might have given up her life to save ours. But that wasn't because she was happy to throw away her life to protect someone else's. It was because she saw literally no other option. With me unconscious, she didn't even have the choice to retreat. There was no way out of the situation without one of the three of us losing our lives. That's the only reason she chose to do what she did.
Yeah. You're never the kind of person who would praise self-sacrifice as some kind of virtue. I only ever accepted if it was an option if all of the others had been exhausted, and it was truly the only way.
Right. But this time, that's not the case. You're here, I'm here, all of our friends are here. If we put our heads together, I'm sure we could have found another way out of here. One where no one would have to die. You must have realized that, and yet you tried to take the easy way out. Didn't you?
Hate to say it, but yeah, I did. Pretty shameful thing for the Dominion to be doing, huh? See? Got no right to be criticizing you. I'm even less fit to be a knight than you. Still, standing around limiting my own failings isn't going to get us anywhere. If you're up for walking, let's get ourselves out of here.
Come again?
You're looking for a surprise for? Didn't think I was going to stay here and accept being punished for all eternity, did you?
Well... either that, or stay here and wait for Rufina to show up again.
Listen here, Reese. I'm not going to deny that there's a part of me, a big part, who wants to be punished for what I did. Or there's a part of me that was overjoyed to see Rufina again, however it came to be. I'm not alone down here. You're here with me, and believe me, that changes everything. As long as you're here, I'm not staying in this hellhole a second longer than I have to. We're getting out of here, you and me, no matter what it takes.
Right. Right.
Alrighty. Have a good night, everyone. I'm going to bed. We're all going to bed. Have a good night. We will see you potentially tomorrow. Bye!